Hey guys, Saiyan here, bringing it up.
Yo, how's it going, everyone? It is that time once again. I need to move this because I've moved my camera. Right, how is everybody doing this evening? Well, it's evening for me. Saturday. Hope you guys are enjoying the start to your weekend. Bringer, how's it going? Drace, I probably won't make it to the stream until later or not at all. So I'm going to put in my challenge request, Super Saiyan 2 versus Goku and Frieza with Int Blue. Oh, God. Yeah, Sunkaka, how's it going? Managed to defeat Goku and Frieza with the Hero's Agenda. Nice. Yeah, I just haven't gotten around to actually trying to do it, because it's one of those things I have to, like, actually sit down and try and do. And, like, we've had some attempts on, like, the stream and that, but I've not really, like, properly sat down to do it. I saw a screenshot of someone doing it with a really weird team as well, with, like, Rose as the leader, which is kind of crazy.
All right, let's do this.
So yeah, just getting the daily stuff finished off here, because I haven't actually really played at all. I haven't played at all today, so Just getting the couple of daily missions out of the way here, and then we'll start off with the challenge runs. I want to have a few goes at the heroes versus Goku and Frieza at least, and then obviously we'll do some viewer challenge requests. Super Saiyan 2 versus Goku and Frieza with the Int Blue Boys as the leader from Drace is just insane. Blue Boys are terrible. I almost did it yesterday. Almost beat Goku and Frieza with AGL and Tech Tapion with LR Tapion and Minosha. Good lord. And then Goku and Frieza killed Tapion and Minosha with normals. Yeah, that's understandable. Was that pre or post 50% HP buff? Because I wonder, would they even be able to tank their normals like when they're on full health? Yeah, Imp Blue Boys versus Goku and Frieza would be horrendous. Yeah, Sokodo, how's it going? They don't get the buff mid-turn, no. That's why the ideal scenario is that you leave them just above 50% HP from the first turn, and then like kill them on the second turn. Yeah, Golden Frieza and 17, like we'll just absolutely destroy them in that phase. Like that's going to be horrendous. I need to find that screenshot though that someone sent me of the really random heroes team that this other person used. I'm genuinely just intrigued to like to see how that would actually work. Where is it? Oh, yeah, I can see the screenshot from Sankaka as well. It was before that though. It's such a weird team build because it's got like physical Super Saiyan 3 Rose as the leader, which I genuinely don't know how that would work. There it is. Yeah, it's like a full extreme team. It's so weird. And Fidel, how's it going? Yeah, so let's see. Actually, it is almost exactly this team. Oh, I was going to say, how are there that few? But it's because I've got that on. Because I was adding somebody to my link level team. So yeah, Mechikabra, Fu. Oh, it's STR. STR Fu instead of Aos. That's kind of crazy. STR Fu I guess he survives better against Frieza and 17, but like... That's an interesting... Yeah, someone sent me a screenshot of them, like, of having beaten Goku and Frieza with this team. Which seems wild. Yeah, because I had the team that I'd originally built when we were trying the Heroes versus Sin. So I'd save the team as that, and then when I wanted to make other versions of the heroes team, I just kept copying the team, like the copy team paste function thing. Well, yeah, someone sent me a screenshot of them beating the event with this team. So apparently it is possible, but
Let's do this.
Yeah, Raudo, how's it going? Yeah, it probably is like insane dodge luck, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be an interesting one, that's for sure. And obviously you have to have Goku as a friend, because you wouldn't be running double Rosé, but... Right, so 15.2 from you. Yeah, this team build is... I mean, for an Extreme Heroes team, obviously it's a, you know, solid enough build, but yeah, the fact that this has actually... I wonder how many attempts it took, because I can imagine it being a lot. Well, of course. So the unit that we want in slot 1 is locked in slot 2. The unit that we ideally want to get build up, but not be in slot 1 is in slot 1. So if we float him off, he doesn't get any extra build up. So I actually didn't even notice there was 2 attacks. I thought there was only 1. Oof. Yo, Zhao, what are you saying? You what? I don't know if yeah, it's just a very awkward rotation setup, that one.
All right, let's do this.
I mean, it's just a weird build for the team, but apparently it works, so... We also have a lot of characters that want to get build up, which makes it a bit more tricky as well. Because the thing is, Goku, if he just gets like triple super with crits, he just kills like this first phase by himself. So then nobody else on the first turn even actually gets to do anything. Hey, Fresh Smoker, how's it going? Oh, great. So yeah, Fu's locked in slot 1, which is like worst case scenario. So he just has to dodge everything here. Cellmax got one shot by Janemba, damn. Because yeah, Fu's post super defense is actually not bad if he has big bad bosses active. Not enough to like tank super attacks, obviously, but I say not bad. He took 34k, but yeah, maybe not get the orbs, the full amount of orbs of Goku on turn 1, so he doesn't do as much damage. And obviously the problem as well, I don't want to break up the like Demigra off rotation, but Rosé being on turn 2 and then floated off straight away means that he doesn't get any. He won't get another turn now before he transforms. Oh, good. Well, that was all very awkward. Yeah, I mean, it depends what units and teams you've got. Like, the worldwide celebration units are really, really good in this event. Yeah, I think, unfortunately, Toa gets most of her defense if she supers, and she couldn't super attack, so... I don't know, I feel like we've had better luck with the other team, at least. I mean, we've only had, like, 2 attempts, but...
Alright, let's do this.
Yeah, because STR Fu, at least against 17 and FRIEZA, he has type advantage. That's where Aos is like a risk on the team, obviously, if you're going against the 17 and FRIEZA phase. No, the only thing that can cancel out the no dodging thing is Tech UI Goku's domain. You can use Senzu Beans to cancel out the rotation locking against the Tech 17, but... Oh, no dodge from Fu, but he took double-digit damage, so that's fine. And then dodged the normal straight afterwards, of course. Of course he did. Okay, I mean, it's not the worst rotation. Although, of course, ideally we want... Oh, they don't actually even share that many links. Yeah, Fu has to get the dodge. Let me do that for you. Yeah, it was a good rotation in terms of placements and who got locked as well, to be fair. Although certain units were like... Meki Kabura, even after supering, will still take big damage from his super attack, so... We've still got to get a little bit lucky here. The only thing I don't get about how this run was done with this team, supposedly, is how the hell... Who tanks against Goku and Frieza? Like, no one on this team can tank their super in slot 1. You just have to hope that, like, it gets dodged, I guess. Oh, good. Rose locked in slot 1. Perfect. I mean, as long as he just does a normal attack, we won't die straight away. Yeah, Limit Breaker Vegito is who we were using on the other team build, the one that I was trying. But I thought we might as well try this one, because it's, like I say, I've seen a screenshot of someone actually beating it with this team, which is insane. Wow, Fu double-digit damage from the type disadvantage super attack. That's kind of crazy. Mickey Cabra locked in slot 3 is not ideal, but I mean, it doesn't matter because we're not going to actually get hit or anything here, so might as well grab a same type orb and then be done. Okay, so... oh god. They only have Master of Magic, which is attack 15%. What do you guys have? Okay, they have a couple, so... Alright, we'll try this out. I mean, there's no need to like be worried about trying it. It's got infinite attempts. I mean, worst case scenario is you try it and you lose. And then you just try again. Right. Damn. So that's the thing, like, that's why this event is difficult, or a lot of the endgame content is still difficult for the Heroes team, because, like, Demigra is one of the team's best slot 1 tanks, and he still takes that much damage from FRIEZA on 17. Now, to be fair, that was what, like 380k? Their super attack does 2.7 million damage. So the fact that he only takes, like, 380k is still kind of good, but... and then, yeah, Rose tanking for double digits after supering. That's one way of doing it, I guess. I'll do that. It's probably not ideal. Yeah, that is true. If he has Big Bad Bosses active, it would be less. It's still annoying that Super Saiyan 3 Rose didn't get Big Bad Bosses. Every other Goku Black has it. Yeah, the Foos share the full link set. 7 out of 7. Okay, he does take double digits from them. That's good. Probably just doing additional normals. Come on. I think he might die to this because he didn't do a lot of super attacks. I think he only builds up. Doesn't he only build up his damage reduction within the turn with supers and not just attacks? Yeah. Seti has a game. Go back to the other build.
All right, let's do this.
All right. Okay, so it's not ideal having Vegito on the first turn, but deliberately not get Goku 7 Orms on the first turn. So hopefully Goku doesn't do too much damage. Because if we get the 7 orbs, he can very often just one-turn them here by himself. Which means nobody else gets a chance to do anything. Well, I mean, no one on this rotation is a build-up unit, but... In fact, we probably did just want to one-turn him here, because then less chance of Aos coming back against Frieza and 17. I mean, I think Vegito probably will finish him off here. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, the orbs are bad though. Oh wait, no, there we go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Bit of an awkward setup. Obviously, Goku getting supered straight away would be bad, but we get lucky there. Because that's the thing, the Goku on his first turn, not great defensively. 41k from normals. It's once he gets the first few super attacks off, then obviously he tanks well and still has his intro defense. That's the crit. Yeah, they should have made an LR for the final hero celebration. I 100% agree. The team needs it anyway, really. Oh yeah, I didn't actually play the thing on the screen because I had it turned off after the ones from the other morning. Play it again. There we go. Hey, shout out to Lazarus for becoming a channel member. I appreciate you. Right to the lobster squad. Let's put that. We're only 2 members away from being at 450. It's pretty crazy. Okay, don't lock Trunks in slot 1 and then we're good. Okay, this is actually worse. Well, not worse, but Vegito having to take a hit like that in slot 1 is really not good. As long as it's not a super, though, we won't die. But typical that he's almost dead. And then this is the, like, lock we get. 123k. Oof. Let's play Soma. I think that's the game that I saw Sister Ningen play some of. I think I've said about it before, like, I'm not a huge fan of those style of games where it's like the first person horror, but you can't like do anything to like fight back. You just have to like run and hide and stuff like that. I'm not a huge fan of those for the most part. Ooh. That's lucky. There we go. Ideal scenario is they super after Goku attacks. They super him, because I'm not sure how Mechikabra would eat the super with only 5 orbs. I mean, yeah, to be fair, that is true. Like, a hero's LR would have lower stats than, like, other LRs, but would probably still... It would still increase the overall HP for the team, which I think is the biggest issue with the team, right? Okay, so he takes double digits from normal still. Alright, I paused the recording there in case we do actually do it on this run. We've got so many brainbusters. But yeah, shout out to Raldo for the 5 gifted memberships. Shout out to Gaming Shrimp, Super Tojito, Dennis P, Matthew, and Clivoz. Let's update this here. That puts us to 453. Let's go. W's for Raldo in the chat. Right. Okay, so you can only get 4 orbs for Goku, but I guess he doesn't technically need to guard in this turn. Carnival Broly. Yeah, Tech Broly. I wish I had Int Broly. That team's just so good. Oh, well, Goku's dead. I'm pretty sure. Yep, great. After all that. Restarted the thing, and 35 seconds later we're dead. Yeah, that is true. The ideal start, yeah, is for Vegito to be in slot 7. Because he keeps his damage reduction for longer and then can potentially slot 1 tank against Goku and Frieza.
Alright, let's do this.
Oh wait, yeah, no, that's a instant L start. Both the Gokus on the same turn, and it's not turn 1. Easy A, Goku and Vegeta. Wait, who? What, the 2 Super Saiyan 2 ones that we just got? But yeah, we're still trying to keep the hero's agenda alive. Yeah. I mean, I guess we could try Fu slot 1. I mean, it's not the best starting rotation, but having a Goku in slot 7, I guess that means he keeps his intro buff for longer, which could be useful, but it just means the first rotation is a bit awkward. I guess we could AO slot 1 and hope for the best. Oh, she takes double digit damage from them anyway. That's pretty good. But she didn't dodge, so typical. Oh, she only took 67k after supering. I mean, to be fair, this first phase is weird considering how the other phases are, but this first phase is actually, like, obviously it's the first phase, so it's easier, but, like, significantly easier than the rest of the phases. Yeah, the Int Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan 3 Goku can be a massive liability against Frieza and 17, though, is the main problem. As long as it's not a super straight away, it's fine. Yeah, the fact the team only has 520k HP is not really ideal. But yeah, the other Universe 3 Goku being in slot 7 is decent, because he gets his intro buff for longer. It means he starts building up later, which is not the best, but will be helpful for later on. Obviously, Limit Breaker for Geo. Not as good as he was, obviously not just because of power creep, but like on this team setup, he doesn't get like the Saiyan Raw or support that he would get. Like obviously having him on a rotation with physical Super Saiyan 4 for Geo, he looks so much better, but that's because he's getting extra links and support. Who's locked? Is it Aos? Okay, good, because I mean, we kind of want to float her off, but then at the same time, I want her to be a slot 1 against Goku and Frieza, but get her floated off here means she won't be on the turn against Frieza and 17. Of course. $364 and then 53k normals. That's the downside to him being in slot 7. And of course he got sealed, so he's not going to get any super attacks. So start of turn defense for Geo. I need food to get crits. Is it 245k? Definitely not crazy. No. Let's get as much HP back here as we can. I mean, we're not surviving a super regardless, but... Well, Super Saiyan 3, Goku AGL. Yeah, the Angel one, he's really good. Yeah, if only there was another Super Saiyan 4 fusion from Heroes they could have dropped to be on the new team build with Vegito. You know, one in particular that people had wanted for the last, like, 4 to 5 years of Heroes collaborations, but, you know. So, post-supering on this turn, he still has his intro buff. Does he eat this? He does. 11 damage. I mean, considering it's a 2.7 million damage super attack, that's pretty good. Alright, so we should, as long as Trunks gets some extra supers here, we should be able to finish them off next turn. Which means we didn't have to worry about having Aos on the rotation. Although, what does our next rotation look like? I think we've got... Oh no, because we're going to have ended up with... Oh no. Yeah, we end up with Fu and not Fu, Eos and Vegito on the same rotation, which is not what I wanted. I very much need Goku to get some crits here. Although I suppose it doesn't matter. Actually, I'd probably more rather the other units actually get their super attacks off, right, to get their stacks. 23.4 million for Mechikabra. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure now how to do this. Do this. Vegito still has his intro damage reduction. But yeah, ideally we need Eos like on the other rotation, and then she dodges on the next turn in slot 1, but wow, even with crits he doesn't actually do it. That's crazy that it's with crits and he still does 0 damage. Obviously Goku gets guaranteed crits on this turn. Although we might be okay because we're not going to drop them below 50% HP. Because Eos won't do a lot of damage. Yeah, she won't do any damage. Hello, dodge. Really? Come on. Yeah, mine has like 32 dodge as well, I'm pretty sure.
Alright, let's do this.
Ooh, got Vegito in slot 7. And Eos on turn 2. Okay, so obviously the rotation locking thing can mess it up, but we've got like the perfect starting rotations because Vegito's in slot 7. Which means he keeps his damage reduction for the longest possible time. And we have Eos on the second turn, so they're already starting out on opposite rotations, which is what we want. I probably just need you to start stacking if you even get to attack, because Goku might just kill. I couldn't not get the 7 orbs. It was literally get 7 or not get, like, any. Well, we're going to do a challenge run in a minute where I need the Blue Boys. But Heroes is also the best Time Travelers team. Is it technically? Potentially. Oh yeah, Fu gets a chance to attack. Okay. Now it's just all down to what happens with the locking. Okay. I mean, that's actually fine. Not the craziest turn for Mechikabra, but you know. Although the problem is, yeah, I guess it's the 17 and FRIEZA thing is the issue. Because the rotations as we had them to start with are fine, but we obviously don't want Eos on the turn against 17 and FRIEZA, so... I guess what we really should have done is... Well, she was locked in slot 1, so we couldn't. I was going to say, because we could have floated her off, and then when Vegito comes on turn 3, float him off straight away, and then they'd end up on opposite rotations again. But, of course, she was locked in slot 1, so we can't do that. So I was saying about it on the podcast last night, but like, rotation locking phase going into a phase where you can't dodge is just such horrible, like, does that such a horrible combo. Because it means if you're bringing any characters that rely on dodge, you ideally want to float them off before you move into the no dodging phase. But sometimes you literally won't have the option to do that because they get locked. Like here. Well, we don't really want Vegito in slot 1, but we don't have a choice, so... Because, yeah, we'll finish off 17 here. Another super. 17.8 is up to now. Okay, so... Yeah, great, so we're dead. As I said, there's no spots where we can hide Eos, so we're just dead. And this is what I mean, when the rotation locking phase is before this. Like, there's literally nothing I can do now. Yeah, there's nothing we can do, because she can't take any hits, so... Even if there was a slot where there's like one attack, I think she can survive like one normal from them. And I say survive, we'd have to be on like full health. Honestly, that was actually slightly better tanking than I thought from him in slot 1, but... Well, make sure you guys hit that like button. We're about to lose here again when Eos gets hit, because we need to be on full health for her to survive a single attack, and we're not on full health, we're just getting hit twice, so... No, the Heroes team when it came out last year just absolutely destroyed everything in the game. And the Heroes team can beat this event because it's been done. And this is the only one that it's like has any sort of real trouble like beating. I've beaten every other event in the game like with this team.
this.
I mean, honestly, at this point, there's not actually much point even caring about starting rotations because the locking can mess it all up so much anyway. So it feels like it doesn't even matter half the time. It's like I should just keep floating off Vegito and Eos constantly, so that they'll always end up not being on the same rotation, and just hope that we get to Goku and Frieza at like the right time. Feels like one of the only things I could really do. No, Tech UI Goku's like the only character that has that ability that cancels out the enemy's ability to cancel out dodging. This is Sonic 3 again tomorrow. Nice. Good, I assume then. 45k. Oof. Yeah, so we just need Eos to not get locked, and then we can get her floated off. Not getting crits here though is not really ideal. There we go. Another super, more stacks. Who's locked? Oh, for God's sake. So yeah, we can't float off Eos. It's like every run that we lose is going to come down to this same thing, where it's like we just lose because of the rotation locking. Because we'd have to one turn these guys, or just have to hope that on the next turn there's a slot where they're not attacking. Wow, that's become a terrible setup for you. Oh, God's sake. Yeah, Meki Cabra's just dead now. Yeah, the fact that we couldn't even get a super for Meki Cabra. I mean, we did get 2 rainbow orbs, so he will get an additional super guaranteed, but I'm not sure if that's, with only 3 orbs, I don't know if that's enough for him to be able to tank. Yeah, because he's not really doing any damage. We got the hidden potential, but it was only a normal. Oof. Well. Right, we'll have one more attempt and then we'll go on to some of the other challenges. So if there's a specific challenge run you guys want to see against Goku and Frieza or other events, obviously let me know. We had the one from Drace at the very beginning, which we'll give a try, which I imagine will probably be over very quickly, but we'll try it anyway. Alright. I didn't even notice we had double Goku starting rotations. That's really annoying. And I can't get any less than 8 orbs, which means the other Goku's not going to get any build up at all, because they're going to be dead before he gets to attack. Oh, he might get to do 1 attack. It's better than nothing, I guess. Although, second phase... Who's getting locked where is the question. Oh, good, yeah, of course. The only unit that could actually go in slot 1 is locked in slot 3. Cool. He's super straight away. And Fu didn't dodge. Bro, rotation locking is so toxic. I hate it. Alright, so we need these guys, and then the rest of the team Super Saiyan 2. And so if it's not already hard enough that we've got Goku and Vegeta as the leader. Yeah, another unit having an active skill that removes negative effects would actually be really good for those kind of phases. Okay, so here we go.
Let's do this.
This is certainly a team. The team of all time, you could say. No slot 1 unit for the first turn. Good. I mean, I guess we could. Just hope Goku gets his dodge chance, I guess. They don't need to pick up orbs in base, do they? Can't remember what they do. And Goku didn't dodge. That was a good start.
All right, let's do this.
Both of them on the first turn. So he's just dead. I mean, I guess Kefla could dodge in slot 1 if we get the orbs, but...
This is what it looks like to go beyond a Super Saiyan God. Let's both do our best.
Okay, they're not attacking in slot 1, that's fine. Wait, why is Kefla not... I thought they had Power Beyond Super Saiyan as their lead. Am I stupid? Oh, it's Realm of Gods or Mastered Evolution. Oh, so Kefla's not even on the leader skill. Great. Yeah, I don't know why I thought their leader skill was Power Beyond Super Saiyan. He's on it, right? Yeah. Are these guys on it? Yeah, everyone else is, I think. Are you? Okay, yeah, everyone else is. So it has to be Super Saiyan 2 and Mastered Evolution, otherwise they're not on it. That makes this even more difficult, because the last option for the team is going to have to be a unit that isn't actually that good. I mean, what do we do? Well, he's a lot older easier than I thought. He does basically nothing. Yo, MX, how's it going? Keep forgetting Imbu's lead isn't Majin Power. I mean, I guess Khalifa, I'd hope she doesn't get locked and then have to be on the rotation against FRIEZA in 17. Although, of course, now we don't have any more Blue Boys friends, so... It does guard for 5 turns, I guess. But we don't have any more Blue Boys friends. Yeah, it's not a great team. What was the team? As Weeb of Class said 21's team shit, he posted the script. He had the team that we looked at on the podcast last night. That actually seemed like it could be quite good. It was like a Majin Power team, but like with Bulma as well. Though he probably wouldn't run physical Kid Buu, because obviously he'd get destroyed by Goku and Frieza. Yeah, so try that. Although, of course, the problem is if 21 gets locked in slot 1 against... Of course, really? I swear there's normally at least one, like... I guess 21 that comes up, but... Good old Dokkan friend system, eh? Can't actually run the teams that we want to try and use because there's no friends. One will be toxic, one will not. Interesting. Is he on? Yeah, he is on power absorption. Yeah, I have already done a video for... I did a video for the Universe 11 mission, and I was using Tech UI Goku as the leader. But yeah, this will be the Tech Buuhan team versus Goku and Frieza. Tech Buuhan, obviously, like the newest Dokkan Fest exclusive. So considering he released after the Goku and Frieza event in terms of JP, we would obviously expect him to be quite good. We have the other one in slot 7, so we do need to float him off straight away here, though. Fortunately, the team all like links well and stuff, so this is not one of those teams. Hopefully, this is ideally not one of those teams that will be hugely impacted by like the rotation locking phase. Although, of course, there are still units that ideally we don't want to put in slot 1. Int Buu could be a liability against FRIEZA and 17, but obviously he'll get his revival if he dies, so... The problem, yeah, will be the damage, like, cap at the end, which obviously if we... Once we've got the domain for Buhan and he gets his buffs, like, post-Super Buu, he'll be able to do damage to them, but... And I mean, Super Buu himself will obviously do damage to them as well. Like, with the domain up, the big hitters on this team should be doing damage to them. Let's do this. Start getting some build up here straight away. That's the other thing, of course, to remember with this team is that we have tons of healing as well. So... Yeah, that is true. With all the Diamond stuff going on as well, there'll be more buffs for the Majin Power team at some point. I mean, the fact that Buhan has transformation boost as his other leader skill as well. So, I mean, technically his team will get buffs for a long time. Funny thing is, even with the extra, like, damage dealing characters now, like having the Tech Buhan, the team is still quite slow damage-wise compared to other teams. Obviously, once we start getting, like, the domain and that, it's going to be a bit different, but... Might as well let you get another stack off here. And we should be able to use the domain, because obviously that's the only problem with having Janemba on the team as well, obviously, is not having the full power absorption rotation to get the domain early. But we don't want it too early with this, because ideally we want to have it throughout the whole of the last part of the fight, so we don't need to activate it straight away. Let's do that. Alright, so Buhan's locked in slot 1, but we have a full power absorption rotation now, so we should, yeah, get the domain. And as much as Int Buu is great to have on rotation to be that, like, revive mechanic that we could potentially use, I feel like we should float him off here. Although, having him, like, ideally we want him to die against FRIEZA and 17, so then he can get the Ghost Usher against Goku and FRIEZA, but I don't know how much damage we'll do. We might do too much damage in 2 turns, so I might have to do this. Although the orbs are really bad on this rotation, so that's awkward. Yeah, it's 3 or more orbs to get 1 extra super, which... yeah, it's not ideal, is it? Right, well, we'll do this. Let's get the Buhan domain OST on. So that's the thing, the domain's going to buff everybody else anyway. So we are going to do a decent bit of damage in the first couple of turns. At least Int Buu has type advantage here. Int Buu obviously doesn't do a lot of damage, but... problem is, we need him to die against Physical 17 and FRIEZA, but It'd be ideal if we had a scouter for that phase, because we don't really want to put him in slot 1 and have him instantly die, because then obviously he comes back on the next turn, and it means if we don't one-turn them, like, we won't then be on to Goku and Frieza, which is where we ideally want to use his active skill. I mean, ideally we want to use his active skill on the second turn of Goku and Frieza, especially if we've already dropped them below 50% HP, and then he comes on the rotation and you just Ghost Usher, and then at that point, potentially just win. Damn, that still did 273k, and then we just full heal anyway. Oh god, Mr. Boo locked in slot 1. Well, that's not great, is it? As much as I don't want to float Janemba, we kind of have to. Mr. Boo with 4 rainbow orbs, though. Yeah, we should finish off... Well, I say that. But yeah, Janemba, I was going to say, Janemba should be doing enough damage to finish off 17 here. As long as he does get the additional. Wow. Never mind. And then you're locked in slot 1, so it means we're getting like the bare minimum stacks for Super Boost. That's actually really bad. What an awkward turn. Goddamn rotation locking. But yeah, it's always the most fun part about the Boo team, yeah. Just taking tons of damage and then basically just full healing on the next turn. So as long as you don't actually die, it's fine. And then if it's Int Boo that dies, it's still fine. So... God, what's the chances that they super straight away? It depends what your defense is, I guess. Buhan in slot 1, because I don't want to... Do I want to transform him straight away? Well, I say straight away, but it's turn 7. He's not even at 1,000,000 defense yet. But maybe we do just transform him here now. Because we can do a lot of damage on this turn. With the domain up as well. So if we pick up enough orbs, I don't know if Super Boo won't tank Goku Frieza in slot 1, will he? Because he doesn't tank like Janemba in slot 1. Yeah, he does get big bad bosses by transforming, so he has that with this guy, and Super Boo keeps it, which is good. Because obviously other Super Boos don't have big bad bosses. That'd be so annoying if he transformed, like, during the domain he lost big bad bosses. Well, at least Boo has his thing active now for if we need it. Thing is, I really don't want to get the Dokkan attack against Frieza in 17, but I feel like that is what's going to happen here. Yeah, Janemba, no big bad boss is active. Yeah, I think we're at the point though where Intbu is stacked enough that he's not going to take damage from their normals now. Which is... I mean, I suppose it doesn't matter because we've got his revival active at this point now anyway, his active skill. Because that's the thing, you want him to, if you can get him to revive at a key time, so that then you can use his active skill on the next turn. But like, we've got his active skill available now anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Of course, he's not getting any crits. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to avoid it yet. Well, that's annoying. I'm not going to hit the nose because obviously I want Super Boo to get as many attacks as possible, so I don't want the Dokkan attack to do as much damage as it could. Yeah, physical... I think isn't Physical Angel Frieza one of the last like 2020 units that doesn't have an EZA? Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Who are the other two? Oh, Pycon and Janemba. Yeah, good Buhan rotation here. Okay, so the question is, how do we deal with this next turn? Because we got the Intbu ability, but can anyone on this turn actually tank them in slot 1? I don't think they can. But we're going to have Buhan with big bad bosses on the next turn. Or do we just risk, like... No, I don't think we risk it, because the attacks are laid out in a really weird way as well. Plus, we also have the Rage Mode for Janemba. Okay, yeah, so I think we've basically won now, right? Because we do... Hang on, we get the key for you first, because I always forget this. We get the key for you first, then we do this. Because now we take away all the attacks, and then on the next rotation, when it comes back around, we use Janemba's Rage Mode. And then they can't super. So, I think that pretty much locks in the W here. And then we'll still have Boo's revival in case after the Rage Mode something goes wrong. I'm not sure what, because obviously they won't be able to super. That is the only problem, though, is the damage cap, because Inbu's not going to do any damage. I don't know if Mr. Boo can do any damage. We're very much going to be relying on the Buhans. Oh, and of course, we're talking about this rotation, but obviously the next rotation, like when this team rotation comes around again, we'd be fine. But we've got to survive the next turn as well. Which realistically, I don't know, can we? I mean, you have 1.2 million defense and guard and dodge, so I feel like he probably does. Right? I mean, I guess we'll see, but... Because he has the dodge chance as well. There you go, yeah, he just dodged. Thing is, even with 23 million, we know from that like Angel Vegeta showcase, if we don't crit, we don't do damage. So at least you still action break even if you do no damage, but that's wild. He might actually crit for 0 as well because it's under 10 mil attack. Wow. Jeez, even that critting does 0. Well, at least Super Boo can do some damage. But he did 1 super, so... Crazy. Right, so Rage Mode with Janemba. Yeah, just wait 10 more turns for another Dokkan attack. $4.2 million damage that would have done. I think this is the longest out of any of the runs we've ever done against Goku and Frieza. The fact that we're on turn 3 and we still haven't actually got them to 50% HP. And yeah, only his initial attack does damage to them. That's crazy. Well, will we do some damage this turn? Let's see. At least we have the Rainbow Buhan. Although I don't know, who was the one that used the domain first? Because that was the one that got screwed over and barely got to do any attacks as like Super Boo. Yeah, there's no point putting Imp Boo in slot 1 on this turn, because this is the turn where we know we're not going to... Like, they can't super, because we just did the Rage mode. Although, maybe I shouldn't have floated off Imp Boo, because then we could just put him in slot 1 next time. It is kind of funny, though, to get to this point and then just not be doing any damage. Yeah, the friend Buhan was the one that got the domain first, so he barely got any buffs from the Super Boo transformation, which is really annoying because of the rotation locking. Yeah, well, they're under 50% HP now, so it's pretty much a case of Buhan dodges or we just lose. Because I couldn't really get many Rainbow Orbs in slot 1, so Mr. Boo wouldn't be tanking. And we can only get 2 here, so he's probably not going to tank very well here either. Ooh, 43. Oof. Yeah, that's not good. I think Mr. Boo... Well, he's only got to take 1 normal, but... Man. All this 0 damage. Like, it's crazy to think how well this team is, like, surviving against this final phase, but we just can't actually kill them. Units getting like a 14 million attack stat and still critting for 0 is just wild. Hey, we got to 15 million, so we can do damage now. 164k. That's with Big Bad Bosses active as well. I think Mr. Boo's just dead unless he dodges. 658k. Oof. So yeah, that was crazy. I think we'll leave it at that. But yeah, that was the Buhan team. This team, crazy how long we managed to survive at the end. But yeah, we're literally just not able to do damage to him, which is insane. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. But that is going to be it for the video. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one. Alright, might as well record that because that can go up tomorrow. So let's rename that. So, Boo Team Go FRIEZA. But yeah, that's crazy. Like I think the longest amount of turns I've had against Goku and Frieza. Yeah, if we could have got more stacks with Buhan, then maybe. If we got the Rainbow Friend, if he got more stacks as Super Boo, he would have been able to do more damage at the end. But yeah, that's why that damage thresholds thing is kind of like a scary way for them to do power creep for future events, because it's like certain teams will just be unable to win because they can't do enough damage. Not because like you got killed, right? That's why you can do certain events. You can do like meme teams and get away with clutch dodges and stuff like that, but you can't do this against them because you can't actually do enough damage to win the fight. Yeah, I'll take the 90% one. Although I've got to rethink this now because we're basically using a lot of the same units again, so... So the thing is what? Androids and then power absorption, transformation boost or crossover. So that doesn't include Cell Max, does it? But Cell Max will get the 170 at least. Super Boo did do damage. I think I'll just take my Buhan off just because mine's only 55%. So he's not really... I feel like he's not doing a huge amount for the team.
Let's do this.
Alright, so we're going to try out the 21 team, which is kind of like, I guess it's a different build for Majin Power, but we also have Bulma and Cell Max, which will certainly make things interesting. So let's do this. Start getting some build up with this guy straight away. But yeah, damage threshold thing will be very interesting for this team, because like 21's one of those characters that can do multiple supers within one turn, but each one doesn't necessarily do that much damage, which is obviously fine against like other bosses, because even if each individual super isn't doing loads of damage, if you do like 5 of them in a turn, then that's fine. But here, then that doesn't matter. You could be doing 10 supers in a turn, but if you're not meeting that damage threshold, then you're just not doing any damage. And we already saw with the Boo team how you can very much struggle later on if you're not able to do damage. Her active skill does at least have an action break, so considering the fact that they normally attack as the first attack of the turn, that means we'd get like 2 turns in a row where they actually don't get to slot 1 super, which would be really good. But and obviously we have the Cell Max active skill turn as well. So we've got a couple of good opportunities to survive the damage from Goku and Frieza in the last phase. The problem is going to be, can we actually kill them? Also, things like this, like characters needing build-up, like Buhan's not going to get any build-up here, because Cell Max is getting hit so many times, he's going to get tons of extra ki. So he's going to get his 18 ki super, which I had deliberately tried to avoid. Although he hasn't attacked yet, so he's not got a lot of attack build-up, so it just depends, because he does often get a lot of additionals. Yeah. So yeah, Buhan not going to get a chance to super at all. Okay, Bulma locked in slot 1 is a bit awkward, but not the end of the world. At least we can get the support buff. We'll do this. Yeah, her being on the first turn for turn 3 is probably not ideal, but... Also, that active skill turn against Goku and Frieza will be helpful. I think she might be dead, though. Because she builds up damage reduction, so obviously straight away her first turn she's not the best. Oof. Alright, we'll be able to tank normals for the rest of the turn. But then this is where the Majin Power team like healing factor will be super helpful. Because there's a lot of damage to take in one turn. Cell Max locked or Boo? Boo, that's annoying. Because, yeah, again, that means another turn now, potentially, where Boo's not going to get any stacks. We're going to get all the way to the end, and he's not going to have attacked like a single time. Yeah, rotation locking not really helping us out in that respect. Damn, it took 440k. Yeah, because the problem is in base he only has a chance to guard. So that means when we get to Goku and Frieza, like, we kind of have to transform him so that he has guaranteed guard. Otherwise he has the potential to just get completely destroyed. Oh, there you go. He's going to get one super off. Let's go. Do we get away? Can we get away with leaving you in slot 1 here? It's got the extra damage reduction, but can't dodge on this turn, or do we just let you get killed? Yeah. I think we do that. She doesn't stack in base, does she? So there's no reason not to transform. Yeah. There's no reason not to transform like straight away. Alright. Oh well, they're supering straight away, so Boo's dead. 3.4 million damage. But this way, at least his attack potential does increase. You can get the extra super. Yeah, we floated off the other 21, didn't we? So. Got no big bad bosses though. I don't really want to do that. Wow, 212k, really? I suppose, yeah, no big bad bosses, but even so. He still takes 2. Jeez, okay. I suppose the problem is we're just throwing him on this team. Yeah, all allies in the same turn are artificial life forms, super bosses or movie bosses, which they won't be. Yeah. So you can't really throw him onto this team because Android 21 isn't a artificial life forms character. Yeah. I guess I just have to use you then.
All right, let's do this.
Well, this is a really awkward first turn. Why don't you have the damage reduction? Because there's a full Majin Power rotation. Didn't dodge though. But yeah, that's barely any damage, so that's fine. Yeah, no easy A for the AGL Boo Piccolo. That would have been very good for the team. I don't think that worked. I had a thing a little while ago saying that they were changing YouTube shorts so they could be longer than a minute, but I tried making one for the Broly team that's over a minute, and normally when you go to upload them it says, like, the display looks slightly different. It's like, you're uploading a short, and it hasn't done that, so no, I don't know if it's if it will work, because I don't want it to go through, I don't want it to go up as like a normal video, but then it's like a minute and a half long. And the only thing I can really do is try like speeding it up so it is less than a minute, and then see if that works. Yeah, AGL Skinny Boo is quite good. The only problem is I think he needs reps of Universe 7 allies. So I think it's like the only team you can really use him on. I can't remember what the reps of Universe 7 allies thing gives him. It might not be something that's absolutely necessary to his kit, but he definitely gets something for having the reps allies. Oh, why did you have to get locked in slot 3? Stats, crit, and dodge per hour. Well, there you go. So yeah, it's kind of important to his what he's trying to do to have the reps allies on the team, which is a bit of a shame, because that team's so like packed with good units already. It's like the only team you can really run him on, but he's probably not good enough to actually get a spot on the team if you have like every option available, obviously, because not everyone's going to have every unit, but yeah, it's kind of annoying. Well, at least Buhan or Tanks is actually going to get some attacks in. But he's got getting floated off again because he got locked in slot 3. Did Boo already revive in this run? Oh, Bulma got locked, great. No, because if Boo had revived, we'd have his active skill available, right? Boo Piccolo gets his EZA when LR Kid Boo comes, yeah. It is weird though, because it would have made perfect sense for him to get his to go with Buhan, and then they just EZA'd and super EZA'd a bunch of superclass characters instead. Which I guess made it more like obvious they were going to drop a superclass Boo Saga Carnival LR, which they did with Gotenks. But it means Boo is one of those weird releases where he basically didn't get any help on release, because his banner unit is a superclass unit who isn't even on his leader skill. And then every other character that EZA'd during his celebration was a superclass character. Which is funny because the Boo team was already quite good, so it's weird because he didn't get any help with his release, but he also kind of didn't really need it because the team that he goes on is already quite good. So it's a weird scenario for him. Like, it's not like a Kale situation where she released with absolutely no help and it was a huge detriment to her and her team. But for Boo, it doesn't really matter all that much, and then they just released a bunch of crazy superclass Boo Saga stuff and made that team ridiculous. Oh, Pete's sake. Well, It's probably GG now. Everything was going so well as well. We were going to get some more stacks off with Super Boo. Oh, we got the dodge. But yeah, now again we'll be in a situation where Super Boo's not going to potentially get any more stacks now. I guess it depends. As long as we don't get any crits, then we won't do too much damage, so it'll be okay. Yeah, that's the funny thing. If an LR Kid Buu released with basically the same kit as LR Omega Shenron, but he was locked to Majin Power, then he would at least still be good, because that team is good. Because Omega Shenron's kit isn't necessarily terrible, it's just that he's locked onto GT bosses and that team sucks. But yeah, we didn't get a lot of crits with 21, which is good, so we're able to get 2 more supers in with Super Buu. So he's all good here now. No attacks in slot 1. Interesting. Now the question is going to be, where are they going to super attack? Because obviously Int Buu will die but then revive, whereas Buuhan would just die. But unfortunately, it's really hard to predict where they're going to super attack. Like, they very often don't super in slot 1, but then sometimes they do. So, oh, good. Right, so back to physical FRIEZA on 17. I realised, of course, Cell Max is not getting his damage reduction part of his passive, because we've got such a mixture of units on the team. He's never going to be on a rotation that has like full artificial life forms, or well, mainly just artificial life forms, because Android 21 doesn't count as an artificial life form. So, but yeah, it's Buuhan in slot 1. I was hoping that they wouldn't super in slot 1. They probably kill Buu here now, but then he revives. Ideally, they kill him. Oh, great. So now 21's dead. Well, as long as the first attack is a normal, she does get like a ridiculous defense boost, but we're also on really low health. And she does heal with each super as well. So if she does multiple supers and then the first attack she takes is a normal, we might survive. Doesn't have Big Bad Bosses active either though, so... Oh, never mind. Oh, they didn't super, okay. That's definitely not what I expected, but okay. Unfortunately, we don't have a great rotation for... Unless... What turn is it? 7. We still can't use the... Or are you the one that's used yours already? I mean, I don't want to waste any of the active skills on this turn, is the problem. Because if I use 21s, we could get rid of the attack in slot 1. But that's not something we really want to do at this point. Oh, well, yeah, because I'm running Buuhan on the team instead of Cell Max, so we've only got the 1 Super Buu transformation, not 2. So... I mean, as long as they don't super slot 1, her damage reduction should be built up enough. I'm not sure about Buuhan, though. That's the only problem. I might have to do this. I don't really want to float off 21 because of her active skill for the Goku and Frieza phase, but might have to. Because I don't know about Buuhan's defense against all those attacks at the end. of course. So we put him in the middle where there was only the one attack, and then he gets super attacked anyway. So great. 900k with guard. That's crazy. See if I can get this thing to work now. Well, we got sort of close, I guess, but yeah, that's a tough one for that team. But, you know, it is what it is, as they say. So yeah, that is going to be it. I'll wrap things up here. Let me check the schedule. It's just early stream tomorrow, but what time did I put? 9. Yeah, so the slightly later early time for the early streams. So I'll be live tomorrow morning, 9 AM, so like 11 hours from now, basically. We'll be live on the main channel. We can do some more challenge runs and stuff, as I don't think there's going to be anything interesting tomorrow, reveals or news-wise or anything, because obviously Monday we have the producer letter coming out. So I doubt there'll be anything really to see for tomorrow. But we'll be live at 9 in the morning, UK time, to get some bits done. So hopefully I will see you guys there. So that is going to be it for the stream. I appreciate you all coming out. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.